To successfully divide, a cell must execute two precise, simultaneous tasks. First, it has to accurately segregate its genome. Second, it has to physically partition its cytoplasm into two entirely separate spaces. The specific division strategy a cell deploys depends on two dictating factors. The first is its ploidy goal, whether the organism needs to produce identical diploid clones for tissue growth or genetically distinct haploid gametes for reproduction. The second dictating factor is the cell's structural boundary. A flexible plasma membrane demands a drastically different mechanical solution than a rigid cellulose cell wall. To understand how life solves this problem, we must deconstruct the exact molecular mechanisms at play. We'll examine the reduction of meiosis, map the biomechanics of eukaryotic cytokinesis, and contrast with prokaryotic binary fission. Cellular division operates through highly adapted structural and genetic protocols, tailored specifically to the cell's environment and its reproductive purpose. Meiosis is a strictly reductional process. Its specific biological function is to form haploid gametes, cells that contain exactly half of the organism's normal chromosome count, designated as 1N. Achieving this mathematical reduction in chromosomes requires the cell to undergo one cycle of DNA duplication, followed immediately by exactly 2 consecutive cycles of nuclear division. This table maps out the sequential overview of the entire meiotic phase down to the final haploid cells. The top half isolates meiosis 1, the heterotypic division phase. Here, homologous chromosomes closely associate, and the actual numerical reduction of chromosomes takes place. Meiosis 1 is the defining phase of the entire protocol. This is the stage where both the numerical reduction and the unique genetic variations of the gamete are structurally established. These 6 panels illustrate prophase 1, divided into 5 strict substages. It begins with leptotines condensing chromatin, followed by zygotine, where homologous chromosomes pair to form the synaptonemal complex. By pachytene, they form tightly bound bivalents, displaying 4 distinct chromatids. This diagram shows crossing over. Non-sister chromatids intersect, break, and physically exchange homologous DNA segments. Executing this requires enzymatic catalysts. Endonuclease cuts the segments, and ligase unites the broken strands, yielding the recombinant chromosomes seen at the bottom. In the final substages, diplotin and diakinesis, the tight synaptonemal complex loosens and the nuclear envelope breaks down. The chromosomes condense further, but they remain physically bound at their points of intersection, known as chiasmata. The ultimate function of this protracted prophase 1 stage is to actively force the creation of unique genetic assortments prior to any physical segregation. With genetic material recombined, spindle fibers attach and align chromosomes along the cellular equator in metaphase 1, setting up anaphase 1 mechanics. There is a critical mechanical distinction here. In a standard mitotic anaphase, sister chromatids split apart. During meiosis 1, the entire homologous chromosome pair separates to opposite poles, while the sister chromatids stubbornly remain attached at their centromeres. The resulting daughter cells then initiate meiosis 2. Crucially, this phase lacks an S phase, meaning the cell skips DNA replication entirely. Mechanically, this homotypic division mirrors standard mitosis. The spindle fibers engage the individual kinetochores, successfully sever the centromeres, and finally pull the sister chromatids apart. By utilizing this 2-cycle structural protocol, the cell dilutes and isolates the originally replicated DNA into 4 distinct haploid nuclei, perfectly prepped for reproduction. Segregating the nucleus only solves half the problem. The cell must also execute cytokinesis, the physical partitioning of the cytoplasm. The mechanics of this partitioning are dictated by the specific constraints of the cell's outer boundary. Animal cells divide from the outside in by assembling an equatorial contractile ring of actin and myosin 2. Generating force, myosin drives a violent constriction, dragging the membrane inward to form a cleavage furrow until the cell pinches in half. Plant cells have a rigid cell wall and divide from the inside out, starting with a microtubule collection called the phragmoplast. Golgi-derived vesicles carrying precursors fuse in the center, forming a cell plate that expands outward until it merges with the parent wall. The execution of cytokinesis relies on specific local cytoskeletal architectures, deploying either contraction or vesicle fusion to bypass the structural limitations of the cell boundary. Prokaryotic cells execute division with a fraction of this mechanical complexity, owing to the complete evolutionary absence of a nucleus and the microtubule spindle apparatus. In binary fission, the process begins when the organism's single circular genomic DNA unspools and is rapidly replicated by DNA polymerase. Without spindle fibers to guide them, the cell relies on a direct physical coupling. The two newly duplicated copies of DNA anchor themselves directly to the inner surface of the plasma membrane. As the bacterium undergoes physical elongation, the expanding cell membrane actively drags the anchored DNA copies away from each other toward opposite poles. With the genetic material safely segregated at the poles, a transverse septum forms along the equatorial plane, rapidly splitting the cytoplasm. By shedding the regulatory burdens and complex physical mechanisms of eukaryotic segregation, prokaryotes bypass the slow pacing of mitosis, allowing them to achieve highly advantageous rapid proliferation rates. Cellular division functions as a mosaic of highly adapted structural and genetic protocols, with every mechanism tuned to specific ploidy goals and boundary conditions. The cellular toolkit relies on targeted enzymatic breaks to force genetic diversity in meiosis, local cytoskeletal contraction or vesicle fusion to execute cytokinesis, and direct membrane anchoring for the mechanical simplicity of prokaryotic fission. The heavy complexity of the eukaryotic models carries inherent risk. The delicate anaphase segregations and the tension of constricting rings create multiple vectors for mechanical failure, particularly the non-disjunction of chromosomes. This karyotype display organizes isolated chromosomes into numbered pairs to check for exactly these failures. When segregation protocols break down, they directly cause severe pathologies, resulting in aneuploidy conditions where germ cells Understanding these precise molecular mechanics provides the parameters required to diagnose, intercept, and eventually treat the structural origins of genetic disease and oncogenesis.